Hi, I'm Type. Before we start the video, make sure you like and subscribe with notifications on. Welcome to IMDbad, where we look at negative reviews for popular movies. This video we're going to look at negative reviews for Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Let us begin. What's so good about it? Went to see the movie because so many liked it, even winning Golden Globes, Oscar nomination. But really failed to see why such fuss over it. The plot wasn't bad, but the pig Spider-Man was a bit much. Awful pandering. Terrible movie, period. This poorly constructed cartoon does nothing but reinforce the stereotype that comic books are a childish medium. It also helps exemplify a lot of what is wrong with modern Marvel itself. Juvenile virtue signaling and forced unnecessary diversity is placed above what made the source material great in the first place. It tries to drive home both points to nauseating levels, literally because the choppy animation was designed to induce seizures and appeal to ADD sufferers. Between the Bip and Baps reminiscent of Adam West's Batman was a story that featured Minority Spider becoming near invincible because his father gives him a speech through a door. And don't forget infallible Mary Sue Spider-Gwen, who is automatically better than all the boys because vagina. That aside, the story and characters themselves were apparently written by 12-year-olds to appeal to 12-year-olds. Spider-Pigs, anime robots, and Alfred-like emotionless Aunt May surrounded by ruined classic Marvel villains, horror-distorted representations of Scorpion, Doc Ock, Kingpin, etc. Yes, they leaned on the misrepresentation from the Ultimate line, but that garbage failed in print for a reason. Why puke that into animation? Overall, it's easy to see why older fans are rejecting this thing and why the box office was so light. Thank God for that anyway. Here's helping this nonsense stays out of the MCU. Really terrible. Background flashing is worse than natural born killers. Plot is weird, and then a Spider-Pig shows up to make it even less palatable. I'm not a fan of the characters or animation. It was painful. I expected a lot from this movie. I really tried to like it, but I couldn't. The animation was confusing and annoying. Lots of colors and psychedelic effects, poor use of frames, etc. The story didn't really make sense, and the characters just weren't relatable to me. Mind me, I'm a 20-year-old Latina, but I just love Peter Parker. Is the personality that matters. I found Miles dislikable, as well as Peter D. or B. Parker. Other characters didn't have enough screen time to show any personality. It was long, boring, and the humor wasn't as good as other Spider-Man content. I had to force myself to watch it to the end because I already paid for it, and well, maybe it'd get better at the end. It didn't. I guess I can't understand the hype. Annoying. Apparently, the background in much of this movie is comic book pages which were printed with the blue and red inks not quite matching up. That made them fuzzy. I found this very distracting, and by the time I had finished the movie, I was worn out. Also, there were endless chase scenes and endless superpowered characters throwing other superpowered characters around. The usual stuff, which I find silly. And it was long and loud. I guess this entire genre is targeted at children. I found nothing interesting in this movie. Worst hype ever. I just watched this painful animation with lots of colors and predictable story. Just a bunch of mixed stuff of everything you've seen before and most dislikable heroes ever. Bring back Peter Parker and stop this huge BS road that Hollywood is on. Save your money, it's not worth it.